Hello everyone, Luke Smith here, and welcome back to another quickie reading. It is Saturday the 17th of April, so let's get into it. It's going to be a short one today. Chris's homes. This is going to be about, I'm guessing, other residences he lived in other than the rental place and his actual home. Chris has lived all his life in the Commonwealth of Virginia, leaving only to visit other parts of the United States on a few brief occasions. However, for various reasons, he has lived in 5 different homes over the course of his life in 2 different parts of the state. So he actually lived in the same state, but different parts of it. Chris was born in a Charlottesville, Virginia hospital and first lived and currently lives in Ruckersville, a bumfuck town on the outskirts of Charlottesville, which is mainly inhabited by people similar to the late Bob Chandler. During his middle and high school years, he lived in a somewhat less bumfuck suburban area 77 miles away, 125 kilometers, because Americans deal in kilometers and England deals in miles away, just outside the city of Richmond in Chesterfield County. His family decided to return to Ruckersville after Chris finished high school. We only got about five things to look at, so we're going to have a look at some pictures after this, because it's a short one. Chesterfield County, Richmond suburbs. Richmond is the capital city of Virginia and the former capital of the Confederate State of America. Chesterfield County is just southwest of Richmond and contains many of its suburbs. Chris and his parents lived in this area from 1992 to 2000. During his life here, Chris attended Providence Middle School and the Manchester High School. He attended a Korean church with his father. It's a bit weird church to go to if you're not Korean. And occasionally went swimming at a local YMCA. By 2000, he was regularly playing Pokemon at Books A Million. Do Books A Million actually exist anymore? I have a feeling that I don't know, the credit crunch and that, I'm feeling it went downhill a bit, because you know what America was like. All the shopping malls basically went dead, no life whatsoever, which is a shame really. All the good places are gone. The Chandler family moved back to Ruckersville at the end of Chris's senior year, meaning that his transition from childhood to adulthood was marked by a physical relocation across the state. This move has therefore acquired enormous symbolic significance for Chris. Let's check if it's still recording. Yeah. Significance for Chris. His complete failure to become a successful adult since then, coupled with his rose-tinted high view of high school and his girl pals, has caused him to romanticize Chesterfield County. He continues to believe that had his family not moved back to lame Ruckersville, he would currently be drowning in China, and everything would be perfect and uncomplicated. Cloverleaf Lakes Apartments. See, I never knew about his other places that he resided in, that he lived in. The Cloverleaf Lakes Apartments are a set of apartments located just outside of Richmond in Chesterfield County, where the Chandler family lived from 1992 to 1995. Chris claimed to have often seen whooping cranes in the duck pond behind their dormitory, Whooping cranes are nearly extinct and are not found in Virginia. So it's more likely that he saw sandhill cranes. Oh, they're them. Okay. To be fair, I really thought they meant that he saw like build it, like, you know, them great big cranes you see doing like skyscrapers and that. For some reason I thought it was that. I keep forgetting that cranes are them like birds with the giant long legs that are in the water and all that. It's more than likely that he saw sandhill cranes. We're gonna get it up so I know what it looks like. Just got to make sure what it actually looks like now. Yeah, it's basically that. Surreywood subdivision. The Surreywood subdivision, or as Chris calls it, Surreywood, is an area of Chesterfield County where the Candlers lived from 1995 to 1996. Okay, so they lived there for about a year after they from Cloverleaf. Newbury Town, is that like they wanted a hint of English in there, so they just put an E after it. Subdivision. The Newbury Town subdivision is an area in 500 odd homes in Chesterfield County. The Candlers lived at 6008 Partingdale Circle from 1996 to 2000. Chris's important high school years. It is a 3-bedroomed, 3-bathroomed condominium there, built in 1978. According to Chris, the neighbours spread rumours about his family. Chris had never discussed these rumours in great detail or mentioned whenever they were a factor in the family's decision to move away from the Richmond area. He has, however, speculated that dark forces on the Greene County School Board back in Ruckersville conspired to force the relocation. Okay. Greene County, Charlottesville suburbs, Ruckersville. Chris spent his first years in Ruckersville, Virginia, where the Candlers resided at 14 Backland Court. I've already done a reading on that, so I don't need to catch up. He and his father moved to the Richmond area after Chris left the 4th grade due to a dispute with the local school system. According to a video address Chris released on the 8th of May 2010, the Candlers tried to sell 14 Backland Court at some point during their time living in Richmond, but they were unable to do so. As a consequence, Chris said that they were forced to move back to Ruckersville after he graduated high school. But Barboursville. After the January 2014 house fire at 14 Backland Court, the Candlers moved to a temporary rental house in a nearby unincorporated community of Barboursville, Virginia. They returned to 14 Backland Court by January 2015. And again, I've already read about the rental house. Family in South Virginia. Back when the Candlers were still on speaking terms with their relatives outside of Ruckersville, they would make occasional trips to Barb's hometown of Red Oak, or as Chris tends to spell it, Red Oak, near the North Carolina state line, for family reunions. It was here that the Candlers picked Patty out of Aunt Karina's litter. After Aunt Karina's death in February 2009, they came to Red Oak to take part in her funeral. In the 2013 video, Chris claims that everyone in Red Oak hates the Candlers after Karina's death. In a July 2009 interview with Guru Larry, Chris said that he was visiting family in Red Oak over the weekend of the 27th to the 28th. When Billy Mays tragically died, and hence could not have been the one plotting the. Right, let me read that again. And hence could not have been the one plotting the plane Mays was on shortly before his death. Chris has said nothing else about this trip. Chris and Barb visited Red Oak again in April 2012, shortly after Chris lost his virginity, to plant flowers at their father's grave and Karina's graves. But they did not visit their living family members as they were all busy. Instead, Chris and Barb stayed at a hotel nearby Clarksville. Confusingly, Chris once claimed in a conversation with a fan from the city of Fredericksburg, Virginia, that he has passed through his hometown, which is nowhere near Red Oak. On the way to Karina's house, on the way to Karina's house a few times. He may have been confusing it with Petersburg, which is on its way to Red Oak, or he may have been simply bullshitting as an effort to impress a fan. Chris and the rest of the world. For most of his life, Chris rarely left Virginia, save to a trip to for a trip to San Francisco, California, for his half brother's birthday in Sierra, July 1989. His ill-fated road trip to Ohio to visit Julie in 2009, and the occasional day trip to Washington DC. Since 2017, however, he has attended several conventions outside of his home state, including BronyCon and MagFest in Maryland, and too many games in Pennsylvania. The California trip was the furthest Chris has travelled, and was the only time that Chris has ever flown in an airplane. Well, he's flown in an airplane more than me. I have never been in an airplane all my life, but I really want to. But I can't because of the restrictions. Barb has described the flight as painful, and it was not clear if she was referring to the ordinary discomforts of air travel, or to some traumatic event which she would rather not recall. Chris has expressed an interest into returning to the San Francisco Bay Area for BabsCon, but so far financial circumstances and the COVID-19 pandemic has prevented him from doing so. To this day, Chris hasn't left the United States. He does ship internationally, and has sent a lock of his hair to a fan in Mexico. Well, that's the closest he's ever got to travelling abroad. Okay, and that was it. Okay, let me have a look at some pictures, shall we? So this is his house. We don't need to see that because that's just his house. This is Cloverleaf Apartments. This is his Surreywood area. As you can see there, let me just bring it up. There's some Cloverwood, and this is some Surreywood one. So it's just pretty nice house, and I'm not gonna lie, pretty nice places, to be fair. Well, that one's nice. It's in the suburbs. And these are basically other pictures right here. Let me just bring them up. Okay, so this is a picture. It's like a floor plan. Oh, his old bedroom. Okay. Okay, so this is Partingdale Circle. Again, not bad. The reason why it's grainy is because it's a photograph taken by an old camera, and someone scanned it in. This was Chris Chan right here. What's it say about that? Sitting outside his home. He looks alright there. He looks sort of normalish. Back when the good old days. Here he was at the, which one was this? In the kitchen of that same home, which I'm guessing it is. Nice kitchen, a bit cluttered but usable. I love the cabinets, really nice cabinets. Unfortunately, shame about the quality. Obviously they didn't have like super amazing cameras back in them days, but yeah, the pictures don't really do it justice. I bet that looks amazing in there. This was him celebrating his 18th birthday in the living room. So we've already seen this though in another video, so it's pretty cool. I like that Mario down there. The old CRT television. What's playing on there? Can't really see. This is the living room shortly thereafter, in the midst of move to Ruckersville. Yeah, a black and white picture. Bit of a mess, but they're in the midst of a move. And this is another black and white picture. Chris's room in high school. Okay, looks neat. Hey, that was it. That was it for Chris's homes. I hope you've enjoyed this shorter quickie reading, which all the long readings I've been doing recently, I deserve to read a shorter reading. Next reading, the last one, will be a sort of like an add-on to a previous reading, be an added-on article, and I hope to see you in the next video, which will be tomorrow. So until then, see you guys.